makes her feel horrible. He makes her feel guilty, especially at times like earlier that morning when he had asked her to call in sick and stay home with him for a day. Just one single day, at home, together with him. Time flies at the office. Her new boss is 10 years younger than her, and he runs their team of 12 people, always eager to show how capable he is. She is as good at her job as anyone else there. She listens to the radio, chats with colleagues, drinks cheap coffee from the coffee machine, and gets the job done. For lunch, she eats homemade sausage stew for the third time this week and looks out the window at the rain that falls, light and youthful, like confetti. It's still raining when she leaves the office. She is the last one to go home, as if she is trying to compensate for being late that morning. She walks her usual routine through the park and enters the old neighborhood with the wooden houses. Each building has a different business on the ground floor, hairdressers and cafes next to tanning parlors and flower shops. A couple of blocks from her apartment, she notices a new neon sign on the corner across the street, next to the bakery from which she gets her bread on the weekends. 3 bright red and blinking letters on the brick wall. Bar. That's it. She squints her eyes to see more details through the rain, but the bar called Bar seems closed, and she continues home. When she walks through the door, she is soaking wet. Still, the flat, with its electric and bright light, feel even colder than the rain. She jumps into the shower, turns down the offer of some company in there, and replaces the freezing rain that poured down her head earlier with warm water. They have dinner together, talk a little, and spend the rest of the night watching a new show on TV. She looks at him over the plates, the dinner table, and the throw pillows in the sofa. She thinks, who are you? Although she knows it very well. Who is this person I live with? Although they have been together for 15 years, he feels like a stranger to her. That night, when they have gone to bed, she stays awake for a while, thinking about their wedding night. Hands in the dark, lips against lips. Her nails digging into his neck, his tongue exploring her pussy. She had loved every minute of it. They had gone to Italy for their honeymoon. The plan had been to drive through Tuscany and drink wine, visit museums, and eat pasta. But all the plans had gone out the window to give room for some quality time in bed. Giggling, they had made love everywhere and all the time. She had never felt so close to another human being before, both in body and in mind. As she lies in their bed now, she can hear him breathing heavily and snoring slightly next to her. A stranger in the dark. Friday goes by just like the day before. The days create gray piles that make it impossible to distinguish them from each other in the darkness of November. She finishes up a project with 2 of her colleagues. They have been working on the project since that summer, and now they raise their glasses in alcohol-free cider that someone brought. As the others leave early to pick up their kids from school or pick up food, she stays at the office to prepare for the following week. Her boss also leaves earlier, and now she is the only one left. She is not in a rush to get home, so she takes her time making the copies that she needs for the report of the finished project. Standing there next to the warm copy machine, as it's spitting out copies, as if there was no tomorrow, she remembers her old boss. She recalled that they had sex by this copy machine once. Her memories are a bit blurry. It was earlier on in their affair, and if she remembers it correctly, it was quite a few drinks at an after-work social. The 2 of them had walked home together, and without saying it, they decided to stop by the office. It had been spring, and the air had been full of unexplored emotions. Discreet looks here and there, a hand on a hip, a secretive smile, and suddenly he had found the courage to grab her by her waist. She still can't believe that he had dared to do it like that, in the middle of the street. He was married with 2 kids, and he had met her husband at the last company party. None of them had ever done anything like that before, but there they were. She was pushed up against the brick wall with his thighs in between her legs, his tongue in her mouth. His hand found its way up her back, and he had whispered to her and begged her to come with him to his office. They ended up by the copy machine.